Hey, it's Leanne and Simon here on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey everyone.
Hey, today's topic is cause or effect. Now, you can say hello to everyone while I do some sharing.
Awesome. All right. Well, a big welcome to everyone that's joining us on our Facebook Live this evening. And also we're live on Instagram. So big hi to you guys over there. Can see some people popping in and joining us over there on Instagram, Walkabout Lifestyle.
Richard gets the gold star for being first on Facebook.
Awesome. Good on you, Richard. Welcome to joining us on Facebook and over on Instagram. We've got a great topic this evening lined up talking about cause or effect. So are you at cause in your life or are you at the effect in your life? And we're going to uncover some of the thoughts around that. And I'd love for you to share a couple of your thoughts, of course, and share with us along the way. Be interactive. We like a bit of interaction. Hi, Faye. G'day. Jeff Nixon. Welcome to you. Also seeing Nick there on the Gold Coast. Big welcome to you, big fella. Who else we got out there? So we've got some others joining us every day with Kate over there. G'day, Kate. How are you? On Instagram. And we've got another one there on Instagram. Can't see the name. It just says LYHY9720. Well, big welcome to you. And thanks for joining us.
And Peggy's joined us and Jeff as well.
Yep, welcome Jeff. So if you've just joined us, we're just getting some sharing underway. Now Lee, this is a bit dark on the screen. Can we, that's much better.
Oh.
Goodness, look at that.
Oh, hello, there we are.
Now we can actually read the screen. All right, so Jacinta's joined us. Welcome to you, Jacinta. And of course, over on Instagram, we've got Every Day with Kate. Waves, g'day,
we've
Kate.
Got Kerry
we'll
has
give you a wave back.
us.
There you go. Wave back at you.
And Laju, hello
Laju and
to
Kerry.
you.
G'day. All right, so cause or effect. So the question we want to uncover this evening, Lee, is are we at cause in our life or are we at effect? So many people live their lives in actually the reverse way of how life really works. Mm-hmm. And they live life at the effect, not a cause. Mm-hmm. Now, most people, a lot of people, will be at the effect of their circumstances. Yep. So they'll blame their circumstances for why they're at the situation in life. I can't do that
because of this, and I can't do that because of that. And Yep.
It's called excuses, really. Yeah. At the end of the day, they're making excuses. So if you want to seek a new effect in your life, but you don't know how, a lot of people don't know how. How do I change my life so I'm at the effect of my life, not at the cause? Because if you're at the cause, you're on a downward spiral because everything's going negative. David James is watching. G'day, David. How are you? And over there on Instagram, if you've just joined us, big welcome to you guys as well. So don't blame your circumstances, right? Because guess what?
Everyone has them.
Yeah, but you created them.
But everyone also has them.
Everyone has them, right? Everyone has different levels of circumstances, but we all created our own circumstances.
So where you are today is based on the decisions and the actions that you've taken in the past.
Absolutely. And the choices that you make. Mm-hmm. Now, there's many ways you can change your current circumstances, Lee. Many, many ways. And you've got to work to improve these through altering your mindset, creating changes in the way that you do things, revising your circumstances. How do I overcome them?
Changing them?
Yep. That you're not happy with. If you're not happy with stuff,
change it.
Do something about it. For
at least take some action towards changing it. Some of it might not be, I can change it like that.
Yeah.
But take some action towards changing it.
Yeah. So if you're not happy with your partner, take action. Get rid of them.
Don't tell people that. We didn't say that. That was not us.
Oh, well, it's about your circumstances, right? If you're not happy with the circumstances, wow. I've had to make those choices in my life. And I'll tell you, they're tough choices. But, sometimes things just, if you're not happy, change your circumstances. And that can be anything. Mm-hmm. Your job, your career, your relationship that you're in. Mm-hmm. These are lifelong things that we live with every single day. Friendships. God, if people are not serving you as your friends, then move on. We're not getting comments up. We're just getting people who are watching on Facebook. There's no comments.
Let me
press that one.
Press it. Oh, that's not it.
Oh, that one.
Hello.
What are you doing? Oh, let's go again. Let's try again. Hang on, I'll press that one.
No, the P one next to it. Try the one next to it.
Oh, not that one. All right, so we'll go that one. No, it's not that one. I reckon Facebook has done an update somewhere along the way.
Yeah, I can get my computer up so we can see.
Yeah, we cannot see the comments on our phone. This happened last week.
It did.
And Lee thought it was my phone. She thought it was a Samsung. But now we're on an iPhone. And we can see all these people. Gabby's watching. And thanks for
got
joining us over on Insta as well.
All right. So we've got lots of comments here.
All right, so we were talking about circumstances. If you're not happy with your circumstances, your job, your career, your friends, your partner, then do something about it, right? You've got to take responsibility. Don't be at cause. Don't be at cause. Be at cause. Don't be at the effect.
Don't be at cause.
Don't be the effect on what's going on in your life, because we are in control of our circumstances and we get to choose. And if you're making the wrong choices, then there is a way that we can actually create that change.
I might have to click on it.
So one person who can change the current situation is who?
You.
You. You are the only person who can change whether you are at the effect of your circumstances or whether you're going to be at cause.
We've got lots
So
of
once you take that on board, then you've got to decide what do you want? What do you want to create? What do you want to be? What sort of results do you want to create in your life? What do you want to change? So be proactive. That's my advice. Take proactive action, results in being at cause to create the change.
You guys do well with both at once. So
you.
Sharon says, we don't all start in the same situation though.
No, we don't all start in the same situation. We all have different circumstances.
Yeah.
But that doesn't define us. That's just circumstances. We all have stories. And the biggest thing is that you can get stuck in your story. And you can tell your story over and over to everyone. And by telling your story over and over, Lee, what are you doing?
Affirming it.
Yep.
And making it reality.
Yep. You're affirming it. So the more you tell your story, the more you complain about your circumstances, the more you're actually reaffirming that you've got issues in those areas. And the best thing that we can be doing is addressing anything that we're at the effect of and say, okay, well, if I don't like this situation that I'm at the effect of, then what can I do to change it? And the first thing is take proactive action to change it. And all of our circumstances, look, everyone has got their own story. Leo, I've met people in our industry and our business who came from their backs against the wall, broke, people that have come off bankruptcy and they've got started in an online business and they've gone on to create success. Now, if they bought into this story that they were bankrupt and that was as a result of the GFC, not bad choices necessarily that they'd made, but they were at the effect of the global financial crisis. So they lost value in the share market, in the housing market, and they ended up having to declare bankruptcy. Now, those people can either be at the effect and have a pity party for themselves and never recover. Never ever.
Yep.
Or what else can they do?
I don't know.
What can they do? What else can they do? They can either have a pity party or they can what?
Take action and change the situation.
Rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Right? Be a cause.
Yeah.
But how do you do that when your back's against the wall? How do you change your circumstances when you feel like you're at the effect of it?
Well, you work on your mindset. You've got to think differently about it.
Yeah, mindset's a big thing. Because if you've got issues that are weighing you down and you feel like nothing's going right in your life and nothing's going right for you and everything's just doom and gloom, then how do you switch to be a cause? Like what's the process that you'd take? What's the first thing you'd do?
You're testing me, I have no idea.
Just the next thing. Just take the next step.
Yeah? Yep, absolutely.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So you just take the next step, whatever that is, just one little thing at a time. If you can
in
create
the right direction.
Yeah, if you can create a change in one of those things that you feel like you're at the effect of, and it could be at the effect of a boss. So it might mean that you've got to approach the boss and have an open discussion about what's going on. It could be a person that's close to you, a friend, a relative that you're having a challenge with, and you feel like whenever you get together, you're just at the effect of that negative, toxic relationship. Then be a cause to change it. Do something about it.
There's a few comments here.
What else we got?
So Nicole says, if you know what you want and you have many things to change, how do you know where you should start so you don't get stuck or overwhelmed?
Yeah, well, that's a good one. So the most important thing is that you change your direction slowly and you don't take on anything too big that overwhelms you and becomes challenging. Because if you have, then you've taken on too much too quickly.
Well, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you've got to just prioritize. My advice, Nicole, would be to prioritize what those things are that you feel like you're at an effect. Make a list of those things. What am I at the effect of? And then look at the positive. What can I do to change that? What action can I take? What proactive action can I take to change that? So I mentioned before, if somebody was mistreating you in the wrong way or spoke to you in the wrong way, but you always took it and you always accepted it and you're always at the effect and you become a victim in that situation, then you've actually got to stand up and actually say to that person, look, I don't appreciate the way that you're speaking to me. It doesn't make me feel good or makes me feel like this, and I just want to let you know, and I don't appreciate it. And I won't accept that being spoken to like that. Like, it's not something that I want to be a part of.
Yep.
So you're actually taking a stand for yourself in that situation, and that person is either going to change or you're going to remove them from your life. Like there's, you've got to choose the environment. So you're in control of your situation. So if you're not happy with the situation and you're not happy with the environment that you're in, then you've got to change that environment because it's not serving you.
Yeah.
Right? And you and I have both done that in our lives. We've had to change our environment. And if it's not serving you, then it's not serving you. And sometimes those decisions can be tough, but they can also be the best decision because then you're actually moving away to really being at cause because you're just going, okay, well, I need to course correct in my life.
Yep.
I need to change direction. I need to stop being the victim and get out of the effect mode and get more proactive.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So a couple more comments. Richard says, procrastination is a thief of time. Continual challenge for me. Jackie says, create a vision for what we want instead. Charlotte says, hi from Spain. And Nicole says, thanks, Simon. I like the list idea and processing from there.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Make a list of these things that's what I really think. The other thing is you can't be subtle when you're creating change. Right? You can't. It's a bit like all of a sudden you're in a situation and that situation's not serving you or somebody's not treating you well or it can be, just whenever you get together, you get uncomfortable with a person, whether it's work, family, friends, whatever. And if that situation's not serving you, then it's up to you to change that situation. And you've just got to, and you can, like being subtle, it can't be. You've got to just be real and say, look, I need to have a chat with you. And I'm feeling that, every time this happens, this is how it makes me feel, and I don't like it, and I don't want that anymore in my life.
Yep.
So, but I really want you in my life if that's what you want. But I won't be treated like that, or I won't be the victim, or I won't be. You've got to take a stand for you.
Absolutely.
That's really important.
Gabby says, I agree, yet in the moment, sometimes I find that I don't know what the next step is or afraid to take it, especially when emotionally attached to the outcome.
Yeah, I think with that, sometimes space is a great thing. Space and time to actually process. So once you've made the list and you think about what are the situations that I can be more at cause at. So how can I change that situation and be more of it at the cause rather than the effect? Sometimes that can be really scary, right? It can be a tough decision no matter what it is, and then you're scared of what the outcome is. So give it some space. Let it sit with you. Let it process it. Don't react. That's probably a really good one because we can be very reactionary in our approach. And sometimes if you give it space and grace, then you can come back to it. And you can then make a better decision and a more, it's sat with you and you sort of, it's a bit like somebody sends you an email and you go, and you respond and then you think, don't hit send. Like, don't hit send.
As much as you want to.
As much as you want to, don't. Put it in your drafts.
Yeah.
And then think about it and leave it and come back to it and think, because if you respond in that moment, sometimes you're responding from an immediate reactionary place, and there's plenty of things that we'd like to say and do, but it doesn't serve us.
Some of them we don't need to say.
Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't serve us. So all it does is means if we respond, guess what? We're at the what?
at the effect.
We're at the effect. We're at the effect of that
and
person.
then we're causing more effects because then there's going to be a response.
Absolutely. So we put ourselves at the effect. We then respond at the effect, whereas we're not being at cause. So come from love, come from a place of compassion, come from a place of caring, and make the decision based on what's best for you. Whatever's best for you.
Peggy says, haha, yep, sit on it for a day or at least sleep on it.
Absolutely. Sometimes that's the best thing to do.
Draft is good.
Like to say hi to our followers over here on Instagram. We've got Hina Muna. Thanks for joining us. Mark, g'day Mark. We've got Suze Walden. Hi Suze. Sally Brunner. Hi Sally. And we've got a few others that have joined us over there on Instagram. So we're live on Facebook and live on Instagram, and we're talking about cause or effect. So whether you're a cause in your life or whether you're actually at the effect. A lot of people live at the effect of their life and their circumstances, and they really buy into their own story and their own pity party around why they can't do things because, but I can't do that because this and, because of this. And there's so many circumstances that they allow to be excuses, right?
Sure. So there's a couple more comments. So Mark says, mastery over procrastination. Do it now. A very real challenge for us all. Thanks, guys. Cannot wait to meet you both, hopefully soon.
Awesome.
When we can all escape, Mark. When we can all escape.
Now, you can change part of your life without much effort, though, Lee. And I've spoken about it. So you can change part of your life without much effort. Mm-hmm. The first and only thing you've got to do is change direction.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So change direction. If you're going in a direction that's not serving you, then change direction, course correct.
It's kind of like the analogy of, well, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
That's the first sign of insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going in the same direction expecting to get to a different place,
and it ain't going to happen. That's right. So that's really all it takes is change the direction, change your approach. It could be that with certain situations in your life, you've just got to change your approach.
Absolutely.
So how do I approach the people, this person? How do I approach this situation? If I keep getting the same result, how do I approach it differently?
The same response, you mean?
Yeah. And the same result, same outcome, same response,
Yep. Gabby says, thank you. Needed this more than you can imagine tonight. Love you guys. Brett says, I have many, many emails in my drafts, never to be sent. Michelle says, love that, Simon.
Yeah, I like the many emails never to be sent. But then again, I would actually advise you to delete them.
Yeah, I was going to say you need to delete.
Because you know what? While you're holding on to these negative emails that you're never to be sent, you've got this energy around you, and you're best off to let the energy go. And sometimes it's not about getting back or getting even, it's about just letting go. Exactly. And some circumstances and situations in our life, we have to let go. We've just got to let go, let go, and just say it's not serving me anymore, and I just need to let that concern, that worry, it's making me sick, I don't feel well, I'm bringing more discomfort to myself by holding on to the grudge or the angst or the story or I wouldn't say hatred, but there could be a level of dissatisfaction with somebody that you're hanging on to, and whilst you do that, you're actually not serving yourself. So let it go. Just you'll serve yourself better to move on.
Kerry Laju says, if you keep carrying the bricks of the past, you will create the same house.
Create a wall, yeah.
Kerry says, yes, cleaning out things is an amazing release of energy. Charlotte says, thanks, really need this morning, been a challenge. So true, guys. Michelle says, I finally worked out not putting energy to what's holding you back gives you that freedom to become. And Brett says, you're right. Done, all gone.
Oh, good on you, Brett. Well done.
Woohoo.
I'm glad you took that on board. Rebecca Heaney's just joined us.
And
Dallas. G'day, Dallas.
Hey, ladies.
And thanks to Brett on Purpose over there is on Instagram as well. So good to you.
Isidore says, I toppled a few statues in my life in the past week and I feel so much lighter.
Awesome. So the advice on how to change being at the effect would be do one thing at a time. So bite-sized chunks. Like Lee said, how do you
Eat an elephant.
Eat an elephant.
One bite at a time.
Not that you need eat an elephant.
No.
But
it's just an analogy.
no.
How do you tackle it? One bit at a time.
That's right. But I think it's what it's about. You've got to be proactive. So be a cause in your life, right? Which just means take action, take proactive action. What can you do to improve things? What can you do to improve situations, circumstances, and events in your life? What can you do? What can you do differently? How can you be proactive? Come from a place of compassion and come from a place of love and
Forgiveness.
And forgiveness. Absolutely. And don't, anything that doesn't serve you, don't hang on to it. Let it go. Let it go and don't hang on to it. And let bygones be bygones. It's a bit of an old saying, but there's some truth in that.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like to share about that?
No.
Anything else anyone else wants to share about being a cause or effect? There's been some great comments there. Let us know in the chat if you've got anything else. Isaac Calvert. Hello, Isaac. Good to see you here.
Hey, Isaac.
So, anything else that Lee's come up? Any other comments on the Facebook stream? So we're live
Rebecca
on Facebook.
says hi.
Rebecca says hi. Hi, Rebecca. And of course, live on Instagram here, talking about cause or effect. So covered some great things that you can implement and put some strategies into place in your life. And if you're really looking to be more at cause in your life, then go back and watch the replay of this. And it'll be available on our YouTube channel. It'll also be uploaded to IGTV on Instagram. So keep an eye out for the Simon and Leanne channel on IGTV. Also, Simon and Leanne on YouTube. Make sure you go and follow our YouTube channel. You can get updates for when we update all the episodes. We're updating a whole heap of past episodes at the moment. There's about, I think Eden, your PA, is putting about 3 episodes up a week at the moment till we get to a point where we're caught up. So there's some really great topics that we cover each and every Tuesday. And there's some great learnings and some great shares from
And if
people.
you're looking for some fun, come and follow me on TikTok.
That's right. If you're after a bit of fun, come and follow Lee on TikTok. She has some good fun over there, and does share some of it. Your gratitudes are really good. I'm really pleased with the gratitude. What day are you up to?
57.
Thereabouts.
Maybe.
So 100 days of gratitude, and she does it on TikTok and then shares it to Instagram. So that's a good place to see. And just talk about what are you grateful for in your life. And, we've had to mastermind some ideas and some things. 100 gratitudes, 100 days.
We've done a lot. We've hosted a Europe call. We've done this call
we
today.
did.
We're hosting another call tomorrow.
We were on the Team Europe call. We hosted a call, at 5 o'clock our
Yeah.
time. So 2.5 hours ago, we were on a call in Europe and providing some training for our online business over there. So to anyone that's over in Team Europe and joined us here on Facebook Live.
I think Richard was there.
Of course, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming along here this evening and talking about this PD topic. And then Lee and I are backing up tomorrow. We're hosting an internal company training call globally. And that's at 10 o'clock Queensland time tomorrow.
Yay.
So if you're part of our business, we'll see you on that call tomorrow. And if you're not, then check us out on the other social platforms.
So there's a couple of things Michelle says.
Yes.
Jackie says, thank you for sharing. Great to meet you online.
Thanks, Jackie.
Michelle says, love it, guys. You're awesome. Once again, right where I'm at. Jackie says, great to meet you online. Kerry says, yeah, loving that gratitude. Christine says, I recently wrote a letter to someone who hurt me very badly. I then decided not to send, tore it up, but I feel great.
You know what, Christine? There's actually a process that Lee and I have both gone through before we did a firewalk. And one of the things that you do is you actually write down a letter or forgiveness to people that you want to clear out that's maybe holding you back in your life. And then you actually take that letter or that document or that piece of paper and you go and burn it. And it's like letting go. It's releasing all that negative energy and negative circumstances that maybe you're holding on to. So that could help Nicole's situation.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff that's holding on to, and if we're holding on to stuff that doesn't serve us that we can just release and get rid of, that could be a good way to do it.
Absolutely. Jacinta says,
Or you could write a letter and give it to someone.
only if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but if you want to.
Ring them up. Say sorry. Make amends.
Jacinta says, thank you both. Love the topic. Charlotte says, great. Thank you. Christine says, see you there. Jacinta says, see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well,
That's
it's been
about it, I
it's
think.
been great to be here this evening, and great topic, cause or effect. I like this one, and we'll have another great topic set up for you next Tuesday. Same time, same place, Loving Life Now on Lee's Facebook page. We go live, and of course over here on Insta, so we'll stream live on Loving Life Now as well. But go to our IGTV again, Simon and Leanne on Instagram, and you'll find all our previous episodes. And same on YouTube. Check it out on there as well. And I know we do upload the Facebook Lives to your Loving Life Now page. They're there as well.
They are?
Yep. All right. Well, great to be here.
It is.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And you have a great rest of the evening or day if you're over there in Europe. And we'll look forward to catching up with you soon.
Sounds good. See
Thanks,
you guys.
everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.